Since the story seemed like it was starting to go somewhere, I definitely want to continue this today instead of race. Which means I'll probably race tomorrow instead, or Friday. But, either way, let's get into it. Once again, showing off their art this expansion, which is a lot better. This expansion looks beautiful compared to all the other ones. I know I've been saying that a while, but it's definitely true. Celia, more beer for table 2. Or more beer for table 2. And a couple pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet today, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that Braggy has a twisted sense of humor. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in 100 years has folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business in Holmister Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed, without a damn trace, and it was the warrior of darkness who did the deed. I really must apologize for Glidnard. He's almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark of their kindling. You know how weak eaters are to draw you know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need to look no further than Holmister for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road, if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. There are these types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of strays, a class of eaters that have been dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share the appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send the chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up knowing the warrior of darkness is out there, has lit a fire under their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sores is grandson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistel lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He is as hard as a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Carrig? Word is, he's an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. I guess these are going to be our class quest people. Last we have Gigot, Dwarf and Drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something needing a mender's wisdom? I'm assuming that's what it's going to be, because I haven't seen any class quests yet, and since they're talking about all these classes, I'm kind of wondering. I've seen my fair share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of the hunters, who knows? Together you might even collect a bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. To a role quest. Oh wait, a role quest? A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magic. Oh, okay, so it's one for each role. I would think it was going to be class quest. In order to reach the final stages of Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one role. Okay, so I gotta do this. At least they told you that right off the bat. he be the tank? Healer. Oh wait, I see the blue ones over here. Okay. I see they're locked out because I'm not in the switch to that role right now. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? And worry besides, heh. Rest assured, I have no secret designs. Name's Grandson. Bounty hunter by trade, mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks been talking about recently. That right? Easy, killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner, someone willing to join me and hunt for the biggest prizes this side of Norvryn. I'll have to hear the details first. Thought that grabbed your attention. I don't know how to say his name. The Kaiosnisny? I'm not even gonna say that. He's just gonna be Dick. Dick the Fiend I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks want to call them. Former warrior of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them. I'm told, stop me if you heard this one all before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a sin eater. The better to torment we few who have survived their mercy. Needless to say, I aim to put an end to all that. You've heard the piss, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Dick with me? I can't call him Dick. This just sounds stupid. I don't know how to say his name. Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I'll need you to humor me and prove that you're a dab hand I think you are, for my sake as well as yours. I've heard the reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. Alright, we picked that up. But since my time's limited today, I'm going to focus on MSQ instead of the warrior one. Well, I guess it is right there, so I guess I'll at least talk to him for now. Or is he below? I can't tell. Oh no, the below part's over there. Where is this, the main quest? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Warrior of Dark. Okay, this is the main quest. Alright. I got confused for a second. Welcome back, sir. I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar. But you will be retiring to your quarters? Yes. Very good. In light of the present situation, I've had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, sir. There's Ardbert.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Been watching, have you?
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden. Those white-haired twins who are with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
I knew the head nod was coming.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. He's here. I must go to him.
Is this like a different kid? Because didn't we watch Tesleen, or whatever her name was, die? Or, well, not die, well, I guess not die, but could turn into a Sin Eater? Or is that like a new character? 'Cause they were both like kids wearing a white dress, so I'm not sure. Pretty sure she got turned, so it had to be someone else.
Turn out and find them.
Oh shit, the Empire. What's going on here? Are they here too? Oh no, it's a stadium, so this is back on the Source then.
Out of my way.
Oh. Later.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
At least we got a Estinian on
If
the
it is
case.
Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
I wonder what that means. I'm not sure exactly. I understood everything up to the end. Why was him saying he's going back to Garlemald make Estinian look that way? I don't know. What is this? A job well done? I guess I'll go see what that is, I guess. Oh. Begging your pardon, sir. But do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is on the ocular, deliberating a response. Now, is this inside or outside this blue quest? I guess an outside? This is a job well done, I don't know. Oh, so it was inside. Alright. I just don't know if it's a blue quest I need to, like, concern myself with or not. I need to get some of these old quests off my map, too. Oh no, they're all from this expansion. Alright, I got all the other ones turned off. Alright. Guess these doors... Okay, they do open. Right, what is this about? Oh, it's for an Aether Current. Wow, I would not have expected that in a major city. Alright, I don't read these, so don't be mad at me. It might be a short stream. That's why I put it in parentheses, sir. No, I'm kidding. I just don't know. My girl wasn't feeling good, but she's at her parents' right now, so I don't know if she's coming home or just going to sleep there. She was throwing up before she went there. I'm like, why don't you just stay home? She's like, no, I got to go there. I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. I know it's her job and all, but her parents will just let her sleep, so I guess you figure I'll get to sleep, she'll get to sleep, and they'll watch the baby. Like I said, because I had to work a lot of overtime today. Why am I running here? Why did I not use the crystal? So who knows? I might still end up... If she doesn't come home, or if she doesn't care, like if it hits like 9 o'clock, I'll check out, like, I'll check out what's going on LMU, maybe do another race. Bro, and... Yeah, and, you said Gaius? I thought his name was Van Belsar. Or Guy... Oh, yeah, Gaius Van Belsar. Yeah, he's definitely turning into a goat, and when I like a character, they end up dying, so I gotta hit the brakes on him right now. We gotta hit the brakes on him right now. If I like a character, they die. Or they turn into a bitch like Gazetsu. I went from loving Gazetsu to not really enjoying him that much. But I'm sure if we meet him again, he'll be better. Yes, I have business with the Exarch. I would definitely say for like the intro of an expansion, this has definitely been like the best one so far.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
Like they told you what the problem was and then threw you right into it. There was no like long delays.
Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
Is this
My
gonna
lord,
be
I
all
am
three?
come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him
no.
in?
A
was
moment,
wondering if-
Captain, if you would.
I was wondering if Fat Bastard was gonna show up, but it's not gonna be him.
Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish. Enter.
That's cool. This guy seems pretty powerful, whoever this Crystal Exarch is. I want to know why he's covered in whatever this crystal shit is, though. This doesn't seem normal.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
Ranjit. I'm going to say that wrong, even though I know I just said it right. Oh, he looks like he's going to be a problem. He looks like a Shadowbringer character. Like a Stormblood boss.
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmor's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmor considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmor's mercy. Promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Does he know we were there? Is that why he just stopped and stared right at us?
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
Yeah, he definitely did.
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmor's army since before Vorthri's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmor chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
What do you mean you ain't fooling no one? Wait, I'm lost.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived.
Or is that when I was talking about, like, him seeing us, like we ain't fooling no one sitting there, like, in the, like, invisible? Yeah, that's what I thought. He just stopped and he was just like, motherfuckers. And then left.
Yulmor has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Luxon Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
What? So that girl we seen in the other cutscene was supposed to be Minfilia?
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmor before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Generations of Minfilias? What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, generations of Minfilias? What the hell are we talking about here? I'm glad that was an option.
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
So I'm guessing if, I don't know how this is going to work out right now, but I'm guessing, who will we fight first, that military guy or Volthri? Wonder who's going to be like the next dungeon boss, or I'm assuming we'll fight like the military guy in the dungeon, and then Volthri will be a trial, because there's no way. I mean, if we're going to war with them, they got to be like the two big bads. That's going to be my initial guess, at least. I don't know if they're the big bads of the whole expansion, or if there's someone that's just going to die, like, real soon. Volthri is the big bad of the expansion. That's pretty bad, though. Watch them have that hissy fit the other day. Like that. I don't think he'll be the main villain, but hopefully not. Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at the present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I have finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely, besides. I will not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say, for while there is a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place. Despite my best efforts, in short, if the book is not where it should be, it will most certainly be somewhere it should. So, good luck. Thanks. He's the second bad guy? Okay, that's not really a spoiler. I kind of figured, I already knew he was going to be a bad guy, so I guess in general, it wasn't going to be a spoiler. But we'll not talk about when I fight the military leader, because I feel like he's definitely got to be more powerful than Volthree. I mean, if he's leading the army, I would definitely think he's going to be more powerful. Well, then again, who knows? If Volthree can command the Sin Eaters, then I guess he's got to be somewhat strong. I just don't see him as a powerful villain when he threw that hissy fit. But that military guy they just showed, he looked pretty cool. He looked like a Stormblood ball, so I like that. Back up to this dude. Have you found the book? Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friend over, we can begin learning at once. Without further ado, then. It began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrent. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted all the consuming radiance, a maiden with hair spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. None was known about her, save the name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm. She came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace. But 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to kingdom of Vobort, I don't know how to say that, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's bladed touch. One with hair spun of gold and eyes of clear sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to be likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Yulmore army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. I know it'll probably eventually tell me, but I wonder if this is actually really Minfilia or just some weird, like, parallel version of her. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered possessed the self-same eyes, the self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrent on numerous occasions, and were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories of the knowledge of her previous incarnations. all of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Yulmore army some 10 years ago and taken into their care, or rather their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Valthry's rule, Yulmore had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in Yulmore's best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word outside? No. Oh, I guess I gotta. Whoop. Flat. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been warding the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the flood of light. It can only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesake, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they're not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right? White. Why was the second answer a dick option? I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Yulmore forces at Laxenloft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Huh? I didn't see that one coming. Why would you want to take... Why would we not do it? Hey, level up. Don't get anything, but still.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. "'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you.
You tell me what's up with this crystal hand now? Guess not.
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrant deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost. But even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmore's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
Here, here.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmore wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
My bad. I didn't click mute fast enough.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
What the hell that's supposed to be? So you will be joining the guard, but however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Ooh. Where's your salute, soldier? Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. Now, first things first, you will need uniforms. Go to the Crystalline Mean and report to Caitlus. She will see you're measured and fitted. They open up Steam real fast. If my girl's still not on her way home, then I might see what races are coming up. Oh, I should have used the crystal. Why do I keep doing this? Running like a pleb. Oh well, too late now. I guess we take the scenic route. Other players, 79. Whoa. I didn't get nothing for level 75 right now. I get another one. Adds a healing effect to shake it off. That's this ability, right? Oh, that's cool. So it'll be a shield and a heal. Ah, and there's the last, wait, what? Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it that you look dashing best for your first outing. I really don't have to, like, wear some weird uniform. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's ready fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it, and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy, a Morrow to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, the elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle herself. Rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into 2 contingents, one deploying from Fort Job, the other from Ostel's Imperative. From the Ostel Imperative? That's a weird name for something. You and Alphanol will join the former. Dagonite, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. It's like Scooby-Doo. Me and Daphne are going to go somewhere else. You guys go do all the work. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesimil at Spike Grid. I don't know how to say that. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of the dream powder. I don't know what that. Wish they would just give you some way to say like names of cities you clearly have never seen before, or said like all the made up words. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may take use of an amaro from the rookery, after you've collected the serum, of course. Serum. Keep saying it wrong. Starting to go into the Instagram mode, where I start dribbling all my words, Andrew. What the fuck? I can't say this, dog. I guess I'll just go back to the main crystal. Looks like outside. Where the hell am I supposed to be going? There it is. Yes, sweetie, is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come from your dram. Wait, what? One of the guard come for your dram? Are you? What the hell does that mean? Here you go. A close. A dose of, oh, the serum. Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Princess Kiss, they call it, but if you ask me, it should be Crone's Kiss. Hee hee. Just aside, the stuff really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow. But if you do not drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to the dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it. And there is to drink it here and now, while I watch. Come on. Give the old crone a kiss. Well, here we go. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. And now, you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Man, I'm not reading these damn hee-hees. Hee-hee. There, is that better for you? I don't know why they would be laughing like Michael Jackson, but there you go. That's what they wrote. Hee hee. Then just dip off like this. Oh, this way. Yes, what do you require of me? One of these things. And Amaru? I don't know. They never said how to say this. Amaru? To take you to the Imperative, eh? As much as I would like to oblige, our amounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. But wait. There might be another way, assuming you are willing to lend a hand. Oh, here we go. I mean, I never keep the helmet shown, but just wings, I guess? Okay. Definitely not turning the helmet on for that. I was about to deliver an Amuro to Radiska's Round, one of the locations whence the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amuro for the departure at once. Ba-ba. Radisca's round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It's up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry. She will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amuro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. I mean, why wouldn't I fly? Where do I gotta go? Okay, over there. Alright, let me click this in the background real fast before I do that. Just to see what's coming up. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to race or not, but... I will at least see what the rotation is currently is. Monza would probably fill up. And then there's Interlagos in 35 minutes. Well, I think the weekly's always at 10 o'clock, right? Oof. 10 o'clock. For something that would get over around midnight, I don't think I'd be able to do that. I don't really like Spa, but I would have done it. But I don't think a lot of people will sign up for this, even though it says there's already 20. And I forget, what's the schedule? So if I miss, so it's Portimao, Monza, P3, Interlagos. So I got to see what comes after Monza and Interlagos. So there's Imola after that and Qatar, which I doubt I would want to race Qatar again. I would like to switch it up. I don't like to do back-to-back tracks. All right, back to Final Fantasy for now. At least I know what's going on with Lon's Ultimate. Now I'm all red because of the damn fucking game in the background. Hold on, let me open up my Discord. That'll always block the red on that screen. Boom. Perfect. Since I'm flying, I might as well fly up so I can see everything. Let's go out. The city's right there. I think that's the place that... I think that's the place that was shown on the map that I gotta, like, take over. Like, we gotta fight in, right? It showed, like, a little fortress. This kind of looks like a fortress. In between 2 points. Alright, let's return the rookery. Or return the Amuro, whatever the hell it is. And I gotta make sure I grab that Aether Current too. Oh, you're delivering the Amuro to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. Please see it to the handler on duty. If you encounter any trouble along the path, return here and we'll set it right. Oh no, I encountered trouble. Whatever will I do? Oh no. I guess since I encountered trouble, I'll click this. Where's the next one at? 479 west. So probably where it's sending me next anyway. Yup. Thank you. I'm glad it's letting me fly there, but I think it would have been more RPG if they actually made me run the rest of the way. Oh, there's the Aether Current. So I gotta make sure to remember that too. It's right next to it. Perfect. Ah, the last Amuro. Thanks, my friend. You may leave the beast with me. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Ha, so that was the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Hostile Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. think I'm going to have to do my side quest, because I think that's the last Aether current I got to pick up manually. I think. Where do I see them at here? Yeah. I did none of the side quests, but I did pick them up as they showed up. I'm going to click this crystal first before I forget, though. What does this pop up on my damn Discord? So it seems that rather than an Amuro delivering you, you deliver the Amuro. I'll now thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. New weapon. Not an upgrade though, since mine's is level 400. Alright, but what does it look like? Try on. That's actually a badass axe. What the fuck? The hell? All the gear is bad. In readiness for the operation, the Amuro will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them. A task I'm sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amuro. Amuro launch and CR4 beast dismissed. Oh, there goes all my blue quests that I gotta do for, I guess, the Aether Currents. God damn, they just all popped up at once. Damn, son. Where'd you get those? Something else I gotta pick up over here. Alright, all that's out of the way. Like I said, normally when it comes to like the side Aether current quest, I'll normally just do them off stream. I'll just log in like when I got like a half hour, like 45 minutes to kill them. Do it that way. Alright. Although she's on the move. I just texted her, so we'll figure that out. So for now, back to Final Fantasy. I have a strong feeling she's going to be coming home, in which case I won't have time for a race. Like I said, if I don't race, I might not be able to... I got to do a lot of yard work this weekend. I've just been putting it off, but I do got to do yard work eventually. It's like, do I do it tomorrow or race? I should probably race tomorrow. So I do got to get, like, I think 4 or 5 more races under my belt so I can get rid of the rookie badge. That way I can do the championship races, because they start at 7 o'clock, which would be perfect. Actually, that's what I should have checked. I should have checked today, now that it's a new week, to see what time the championship schedules really are. What did that say? Gui, gui, gui? The Amuro heavily devours the fodder. Oh, okay. I was so confused for a second. Oh, I have so many little quests over there. Oh, this one's up top. Damn, son. Feel like I'm the man, son. Come on up in your house and take your bitches up for ransom. So many different things that pop up in my head when someone says damn son. So many different references and songs. Gui Gui? Yes, motherfucker, Gui Gui. Eat your food. If you say Gui Gui one more motherfucking time in this motherfucking fantasy world. Gui Gui Gui! Yes, motherfucker. Oh, God. I'm retarded. You got some more Gui Gui Guis? Or are you going to be different? Guiker? Okay, yeah, alright, we got one that was different. Alright, they ate all their food. Yamaro are fed? Yes. Gui Gui. Good, the rest of us have already been dosed. So now we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of their preparation. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send you your uniform along. Send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. I would say it's daytime and raining, but I get your point. I get your point. Wait, it's showing. Huh? I guess I go up. That's right, I got them all. Guess there's other stuff I gotta click up here too. I might as well see what's going on. Oh, here's the dust. Alright, I gotta use the crates. Oh, fixing the walls. Okay. Side quest. Oh no! I pulled the wall to... I forgot you can't do the World of Warcraft thing in this game. Like, wow, as soon as that cast hits the end, you can immediately start doing something else. And because of the way the game servers are, I guess I don't know if they run off how the ticks work on their servers, but it'll always push that cast through. Final Fantasy is like, no, we're having none of that. Tell them that I missed one down. Oh, I see it. Might as well grab that so I don't have to run all the way back up these steps again. Whee! There, we reinforced the base before the assault. There, I did a side quest that felt... Oh, I did it again! Goddamn 20 plus years or whatever the hell it's been a while, brain. Let the cast finish. Let them do the animation, then we can mount. Alright, we're good. Dude, BlizzCon, I hope we can stream BlizzCon. I don't think I'm gonna be allowed to, though. I don't think they allow you to stream or react to BlizzCon, but I can't wait for BlizzCon. Hope it's just free and they let us watch it. I can't wait to see what they're doing with Classic WoW. I don't really care that much about retail because the story has been dog shit, but I will be playing retail. I mean, there's only one more expansion left, right? So, I mean, like, I gotta follow through the story to the end, I guess, after all them years. But supposedly, the rumor is after the next WoW expansion, they're gonna... Supposedly, it's going to be like a world-ending event, kind of like what Final Fantasy did, and I think they're going to just reset. Like, we're not going to lose our characters, but maybe we lose our powers, and we just become weaker and start back over again. It would be nice, but I know that's a dream, and that's not going to happen. It'd be nice if WoW had a reset. I would really appreciate it. The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. During this operation, some of your gear will be glamored, your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Proceed. trying to get an answer from my girl, because if she's not coming home, like she's going to stay at her parents' house tonight, because I know her dad and mom's not doing too good today. But if she stays home, then I'll do a race after this. Still undecided, she said. Oh.
Keep moving.
I mean, it actually kind of does look like Minfilia, though. Just as a kid.
What now?
But I think after this, I'll just see what race is up, and maybe we'll do a race. I hope it's not Monza, but
at a guess.
it might be Monza. I suck at Monza, so...
Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
So don't expect a podium if I do Monza. That's one of the tracks people take way too serious. That and Spa, people just take way too seriously. Or I can dick around and try to learn one of them LMP cars. Sound the alarm. Just not good at those downforce cars. I know I'm talking about racing during this cutscene, but I'm paying attention to what's going on. It's just... they've already talked about what was happening. Now I'm just visually seeing it, so it's... I'm not being sidetracked or nothing. I'm paying attention. Now we got our new uniform on. Well, then again, that's the kind of the MSQ... that was the MSQ gear it gave me anyway. So I'm kind of already in gear. Except for my weapon.
The powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Well, like I said, I talk about racing after this, but if the story really pops off after this, then who knows? Like yesterday, I didn't want to stop playing because the story got pretty good. And I have a feeling the story is about to get really good again because we're about to... I'm going to assume bump into Thancred now. As I mentioned that he would be trying to save Minfilia, so I'm sure he'll be around somewhere. But wouldn't he be asleep because of the powder, though? Unless someone bumped into him and told him. To my knowledge, no one did. This looks pretty cool, though, with the little purple and stuff in the background. Duty commenced. Got him running in there like a damn anime character. Hee-yah. And will occupy... what did it say? This bug out, or am I supposed to just go a different way? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. They ran this way. I was looking at the other soldiers. Oh, boy. Alright, I'm here. We made it. Damn. What ability was that? It just obliterated this dude. Gather up these soldiers. My God. He was doing work. They finally gave me a companion that can do damage. Holy shit. So is this bunny lady supposed to... do you know? I don't know if you're still hearing you, but do you know if this bunny lady's supposed to be like a Russian accent? I can't put my finger on it. Like at first I thought it was a Russian accent, but I can't really tell now if it really is. Like, sometimes she talks, I'm like, yeah, she sounds Russian. But then other times I'm like, yeah, maybe not. Oops, I'm not paying attention again. I'll just assume they kept going around the back way. I lost them. Oh no, there they go. I gotta pay attention more. Stun the healer. Make sure. Oh, the stun didn't go off. There we go. Stun the healer. Oh, I guess I can stun him. Oh, it's ranged. I was wondering why he wasn't coming over. Whoops. I hit 2 instead of 1. See, this thing happened again. Like, my volume just got so low. What happened to the volume? I didn't even do anything. My volume just all of a sudden got low. What's the song? What did I do? It got really quiet. Like, why did it get so quiet? Like, the music just said, nah, I'm not working. Let me... Yeah, it was just all loud and hype. I don't know how... Not quiet for you. On my end, it just got super quiet. Like, all the music just went down by, like, 90%. Like, I can barely even hear it. Go on ahead. Alright. I'm going the wrong way. I just assumed stairs. There's their ship. Hey, boss, come back here. No Thancred. I was expecting to see him, but like I said, I guess it would make sense that we don't, because he'd probably be asleep if he was here. Thank you. Are you from the Castarium? Correct. We've come to rescue you. Your weapons, made to the same specification as Thancred's. Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. Well, they mentioned Thancred at least. Let's hit the anime run going. Is that Rajit? This will never end. I knew this guy was going to be a villain. Rajit's the general guy, right? Yeah. Huh. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. Nah, I don't think so. If they make all of us lose to this dude, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Oh, this thing's an ad? Like, why does it say 2 health bars? Oh. I can't attack that. Why can't I? Wasn't letting me target him for a second. She's still tanking this. I don't even understand how I wouldn't have aggro. I even used my taunt at one point. Man, just don't care. He's not fazed by me at all. Oh, I guess he's gonna care about me now. Shattered Sky. Should I be using the defensive for this? Oh my words. I probably should have. I can kind of see what's going to go on here. Living Flame. They're gonna blow up first. Blow up.
Why do you persist in this folly?
First blows up there. Gonna push me, blows up, go here. Alright. And if I stop to shoot at the same time? Man. Oh, okay. I'm healing though, so I guess it's not over. Oh, it is over. Oh, that didn't go down right.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
There's a Tancred.
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am?
What? Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Ability was that? Never seen that one before. Why is she standing there? I don't understand. Why don't she keep running? You gonna tell me this man can fly or something?
Fool! You would see your city razed?
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmore dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the Fairy Kingdom.
Why wouldn't they go to a fairy kingdom? That sounds a little weird. Wonder what's up with that.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
I'm not gonna lie, I forget his name.
How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already.
I know as an Ascian who's took over the Empire's, you know, body, like the guy who's the first ruler of the Empire. He's using his body. I forget his actual name, though.
Then again, with a soul such as that.
I'm shocked it's showing the question marks, though, because it did tell us in the last expansion, but I just forget.
Mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
It'll tell me eventually anyway. So there is an Ascian here, though. It's the first one I think I've seen since I started this expansion, unless I'm not remembering right.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting sin-eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions.
So
Should the situation take a turn for the worse,
he was informed.
I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Urianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Urianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Urianger. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Okay, so I guess every zone's gonna have a Light Warden? Well, no, I guess not. That can't be.
Minfilia.
Because there's 4 Wardens, and I think every expansion seems to have 6 zones. Or at least that's been the case.
What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close, and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry.
Just jumped her.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let's have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to fae folk. Most prominent among them are pixies, who have a penchant. A what? A penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. For what I can make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Linda Lorraine? Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly to their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds, and our mission. You may consider her an ally.